I made a recent poll and a lot of you guys wanted to see 7 days of sketchbook from me. I have to admit it was quite challenging because I'm really not used to sketching every day, or just even sketching in general. Like for most of my illustrations, I just go right into the drawing. I mean, I do take a lot of like reference pictures of myself, or I look at it on Google and stuff, but yeah, most of the time I don't sketch. But this was such a freeing experience to just doodle and draw whatever I want, whatever comes to mind. I hope you guys have some fun watching this. It's really not serious. A lot of the drawings are quite crappy, but maybe it'll inspire you to draw something silly and it'll be okay, because it's just sketches and we're just experimenting and exploring and learning together. Before we get into the sketches, I do want to share with you guys the new jewelry that I'm wearing today. Thank you so much to Enroute for collabing with me again for this video. Enroute is a New York-based brand that focuses on fun, affordable, and gorgeous pieces. I'm wearing the Carnelian Devon necklace and earring set, and I also thought it would be really perfect to layer these gold jewelry pieces together, and this one has pearls. If I can get it on. I love the layered look. It just feels so feminine and whimsical. The red gemstone is also perfect for Valentine's Day, so go check out Enroute. More often than not, I always feel a little bit stuck on what should I draw, and if you're feeling the same way, I feel like a good tip is to just look into your photos in your phone, and chances are you'll probably find a really nice picture that you like and you'll be inspired to draw it. Or maybe you're not inspired, but you just draw it to get the ball rolling, and then hopefully you'll have an idea of what you want to create that's less, you know, photo based and more on the imagination. So that's what I did. I went into my phone and I found this picture of a seaweed that I took on the beach that I thought it was really pretty. The sand had just these subtle, soft movements in them because the waves have been pushing the seaweed, and it left like these beautiful intricate marks in the sand. And I also found a crab leg on the beach, which was amazing. I don't think the crab thinks it's amazing, but it was really fun to draw. I'm using these paint markers that I got. I feel like I showed that to you guys a few videos ago, and also kind of like shadow brush tip markers. Yeah, just something really relaxing and fun to look at. If it's fun to look at, I feel like it'll be fun to draw. The next drawing is just a really childish, wonky, simple drawing of a girl and her dog with some tulips that's raining. It feels really freeing to just draw whatever you want and not worry about how it's gonna look like. I feel like my digital illustrations can look really tight. So I'd like my sketchbook to be really different, and hopefully some of these brush strokes or colors or little imperfections can make its way into my digital illustration. So just so it looks more intimate and less rigid. I feel like I struggle with that for my digital work. I also add a lot of noise and like kind of like scratchy paper Rizzo effect, because I'm just really trying to hold on to it being look like a real life print and having that real life paper texture quality. So I think that's something that I need to work on. The third little sketch is a plant that's growing from a pot that's broken. I saw it on the side of a road and I thought that was really, really beautiful. The next sketch is my boyfriend and his dog George. I just think George is so freaking cute wrapped up like that. He looks like a little seal pup. I probably spent the most time on this sketch. I used to draw like this back in high school and maybe my first 2 years of college. I feel like it takes a lot of patience to capture someone's likeliness. It definitely feels worth it when you're finished, but sometimes I just don't really have the patience to draw like this anymore. But once in a while I go back to drawing realistically and it feels really nice. On my website, I do have a sketchbook section. I feel like it adds a lot of play into my work, which is good for art directors and hirings to see that. As an illustrator, it's super important to have an online portfolio, which is why I've been partnering with Squarespace for a while now. You can easily present your work using Squarespace's professional portfolio designs. Squarespace makes it easy for artists and creators to monetize their content with the member areas. Check out squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/purplekabocha to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. For this page, I'm going to be drawing mandarin oranges from memory. I really like fruits hanging on trees. I feel like it's so aesthetic, and I'm kind of just freehanding it with the paint markers. I feel like the bold colors look really nice, and I decided to use a blue background to complement the orange. For page number 6, I went into my phone and found this photo of, I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman, but they were holding this greyhound dog that was pooping on the ground, and the posture was just so funny because it looked like a human, and it was also kind of rigid because the neck was so long. So I really like that picture and I just wanted to draw it. I drew it twice, one with pastels, but I feel like it didn't quite capture the essence of the pose, so I went into detail and used a fine tip marker to draw it again. And we're finally done with the sketchbook challenge. Oh my god. This is the 7th drawing and I just decided to draw a random girl. Most of my illustrations are figure based, so I decided to kind of freehand one. I added some stars, clips, neck tattoos, and there you go. I feel quite happy that I stuck to drawing every day the past week. It definitely was a challenge for me, but a blank page is always really scary, so I'm glad I kind of filled out my sketchbook so it's not that intimidating to draw in it anymore. Here's a little run through of all the drawings that I've done so far. I hope this inspires you to draw something, anything, and have fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!